How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the West Ham Way. And, well, we have lost our way recently. Last episode, of course, we got beat by Bayern Leverkusen 1-0. And since then, we haven't really performed very well at all. 2 victories in there, a home 4-2 victory against Leicester, and a 2-1 victory over Crystal Palace. But the main concern is the defeats. A 2-1 defeat to Wolves. We were never in the game. We scored a late consolation goal. Chelsea, in true West Ham way fashion, all-out attack both teams, but Chelsea were just too good. 5-2 defeat there. And then we lost in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup as well, to a goal that we conceded within 16 seconds. And as you can see from the average ratings, nobody is playing particularly well. Of course, last episode was all about Declan Rice and how he is not really performing as well as what I'd like. 6.86 average rating so far. As you can see, Declan Rice's recent form has not really been that good. 6.6, 6.3, and then a 7. You would be expecting more from a player who is potentially West Ham's best player. He has all the attributes in all the right places to be a star player, but at the moment, he just isn't performing. But he isn't the only one. If we look at the form from the last 5 games the players have played, you can see that most of our starters are at the bottom of this list. Livakovic is playing the worst in the whole squad. Salcido has had a dip in form. Declan Rice is down the bottom there. Even Soucek isn't playing very well. Nobody is performing well, which is a huge worry because obviously today we have 2 games against Manchester City and Liverpool, who are first and second in the league. So I'm sure they're going to go very, very well. Speaking of the league, we are still sitting in 6th place, even after dropping in form a little bit. Very happy with where we are. We've got a little bit of a gap between 7th and 8th there. Hopefully we can pick up some points today. But if we look at Liverpool and Man City here, they appear to be very, very strong. However, with that being said, I'm still quietly confident we might be able to nick a point or 3. This is the 11 for Man City's game. Livakovic is going to continue in goal, even though he is playing the worst football of his career. Johnson at right back. Dawson's going to come in centre back because Issa Diop is suspended. So Craig Dawson's going to get a run out. Woba Masuaku is going to come in at left back purely because Cresswell is exhausted and he needs a bit of a rest. Rice and Soucek in the middle. Bowen on the right. Lanzini, Dolberg and Salcido up front. Dolberg's actually had a bit of decent form playing on this left wing. So hopefully he can continue this today. Anyways, let's get into the match and see how we fare against possibly the greatest team in the league. So the game begins against Man City, and as you can see, their starting 11 is just ridiculous. We have our first highlight, however, with Varane and Walker and acres of space on that right-hand side. Beats Masuaku pretty much, but it is blocked. Dolberg now. Masuaku picks up the ball at left-back, plays a ambitious ball forward, and Varane picks it up. Plays it to Jesus. Fernandinho, Varane, great ball through. Gabriel Jesus, 1-on-1. It's 1-0 to Man City within 8 minutes. Dreadful. Not a good start at all. Man City here playing the ball beautifully between themselves. Short passing, beautiful through ball there from Varane. And he's not going to miss from there as he smashes it in. Oh dear. We're going to remain on the balanced mentality. And there is a highlight. 10 minutes in, Declan Rice with it. Dawson already on a yellow card, which is not ideal. Woba now. Soucek, lots of space. Declan Rice, can he find that killer ball? Soucek running with it. Lots of space out wide if he wants to spread it out to the right back or the left back. It's Declan Rice with it. Johnson, Rice. There's no runners in between. Dawson here. The press from City is very impressive. Gundogan here, closing everyone down. Lanzini, Bowen. That's a ball to no one. And Man City are going to break. With Varane, with the incredible pace, beats Woba very easily, shoots from miles away, get away. What a goal that is. How has he scored from there? 30 yards out. Unbelievable. There's nothing you can do against that. What a goal that is. Varane picks it up there inside his own half, beats Woba with ease. Should never be shooting from here, but shoots top corner, absolutely miles away. What a goal that is. Starting to panic a little bit now, so we'll go a bit more positive in the hope that we can get at least one chance. As Lanzini whips in the free kick, Rodrigo rises and heads clear. But we should pick up the ball with Rice now. What can he do from here? He plays it to Lanzini. Hasn't played a lot of games, Lanzini, but he's got through and Edison saves. 25 minutes in, and we are witness to a masterclass at the moment from Man City. They're keeping the ball so well. Dolberg, a shocker. He is not playing very well. I am surprised. Said no one ever. He is not worth 30 million at all. I think I've made a bit of a mistake buying him. Corner comes in and Varane just heads wide. Not quite sure what we're going to do at half time to change this, with Man City being 2-0 up, but some changes do need to happen. Salcido, Dolberg, Bowen, everyone is not playing very well at all. It looks like our poor form is continuing. Going to bring on Almada off the bench for Dolberg, play him on that left wing. He is feeling motivated, so hopefully he can do something. Masuaku is having a stinker, but he's going to stay in there. There's no point risking Cresswell when we're already 2-0 down. I'd rather keep him fit for the Liverpool game coming up next. Second half begins then, and nothing to report as of yet. 55 minutes in, and it's the longest we've had without a highlight, which is either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your outlook. I would like to see a bit of attacking football from us, though. But Man City have the ball, but we steal it with Sushek there. Salcido instantly tackled, and Gundogan with the ball in midfield now. Rodrigo, Fernandinho. He just got great players all over the pitch, don't he? That was the slack pass, though. As Salcido's racing through. Interesting choice to shoot from there. The angle wasn't exactly with him, but at least he had a go, I guess. Bowen is looking exhausted, so we're going to take him off. Bring on Benrahma, probably. He has done quite well off the bench recently. Not expecting 2 goals to rescue the draw, but you never know. Salcido is also going to come off for Antonio, going up front. He's been shouting for more minutes, so we'll get him on the pitch and see what he can do. Last 10 minutes, we're going to go a bit more attacking and play a little bit more direct. In the off chance that we get 1 or 2 chances, shoot on sight, give it your best shot, and hopefully one will sneak in. But it appears, highlight, last couple of minutes with Almada now, easily tackled by Kyle Walker, and Gabriel Jesus has loads to do from there. But he has support. Look at the Man City players rushing forward. Even in the 92nd minute, was Zinchenko narrowly over. Thought that might have just snuck in the top corner there. And there we have it then. In a game we were expected to lose, we did not put up much of a fight at all. Everybody played poorly. Let's not dwindle on it. Let's get to the next match. Man City were just too good. Annoyingly, all of my recording from the end of the Man City game up until the end of the Liverpool match has been corrupted. So unfortunately, there's no match against Liverpool. However, I will run through the highlights because it was quite a good game. The game itself was actually quite even possession-wise, but Liverpool were just so much more dominant going forward. You can clearly see why they are at the top of the table. A 3-1 defeat against Liverpool is not the worst result in the world, but considering we went 1-0 up early on, I did get my hopes up just a little bit. Salcido with a great finish, let me show you. All comes from Declan Rice passing the ball in the middle as one-touch football everywhere leads to Salcido smashing it into the top corner. That made it 1-0. And things from there just got worse and worse and worse. Vinicius Jr. scored a fantastic counter-attacking goal, and it all comes from Mo Salah stealing the ball inside our half with a fantastic crossfield ball, and Vinicius Jr. slots it in past our goalkeeper there. That made it 1-1. Vinicius Jr. did exactly the same thing again in the second half, which made it 2-1 to Liverpool before Naby Keita ended the game, made it 3-1 in the 67th minute with a very, very simple goal. A long ball over the top for Jota, and his dribbling was just too much for Woba. Played it back in the middle, and there's Keita there. 3-1. Don't stand a chance after that one. And that made it 3-1. That was the game done and dusted. And then, of course, Kufal here went and made it worse by getting himself sent off. So all in all, not a very successful 2 games against Man City and Liverpool. But what it does show us is that we are not quite at their level just yet. But, of course, that is the target moving forward. So what we'll do is we'll play through a few more games. And when you come back, hopefully our form would have turned around. If you have enjoyed the content, please do drop a like, consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.